Welcome to session 1 of second module. So the second module begins with the topic MOSFET amplifier configuration. So therefore in this session we will discuss about the basic configurations as well as characterizing amplifiers. Okay, so in the basic configurations we are going to see so in what are different ways we can use the MOSFET amplifier, and then what are the parameters are there for a MOSFET amplifier. Okay, so how can we characterize an amplifier by considering it as a functional block. Okay. So therefore let us begin with the basic configurations. Okay, so now there are three basic configurations in case of MOSFET amplifiers. Okay, so in all these three basic configurations, any one terminal is made as a common terminal. Say for example, we know that the MOSFET has gate, drain and source terminal. Okay, so either gate or drain or source terminal is made as a common terminal between input terminal and the output terminal. Okay, so therefore we have three such configurations. Okay, so because of this configurations, we get a circuit pattern like a two-port network. Okay, so with the terminal which is grounded, okay, so acts as a common terminal between input and the output ports. Okay, so for example, if gate is common, okay, so then it acts as a common terminal between input as well as output. Okay, so like this we are going to get a two-port structure by making any one terminal as a common ground. So therefore through circuit diagrams let us explore what are these basic configurations with respect to MOSFET amplifiers. So as you can see in the figure, it is a common source configurations. So as the name itself indicates, which is common terminal, source is a common. So here the word common means it comes as a common terminal between input as well as output. Okay, so therefore here the source terminal will be connected to ground as shown in the circuit diagram, and while measuring the input also it will be considered, while measuring the output also it is considered. So whenever measuring the input, the input signal will be applied between gate and the source, and the output will be measured between drain and the source. Okay, so therefore source acts as a common terminal, and this common source configuration is the most popular configuration in the MOSFET circuits. Okay, and it is also called as grounded source, or the usual name is a common source amplifier. Okay, so in the circuit diagram we can see that the arrow mark terminal is a source always. Okay, so and to the gate we have connected the input signal indicated by Vi, and the drain terminal we have a resistor Rd, and across Rd the output is measured. Okay, so thereby source is coming as a common terminal between input and output. Now similarly we have common gate configuration. Okay, so now you can imagine now the gate comes as a common terminal between input and output. Okay, so therefore when gate is common, then let us make that source as a terminal to which our Vi input signal is connected. So it is shown in the circuit diagram also. So to the source terminal input Vi is connected. Therefore we can now measure input between source and the gate. So just similar to the previous configuration, here drain is still the output terminal. So therefore Rd is connected, and across Rd we are measuring the V naught. Okay, so therefore gate is a input or a common terminal. To the source input is connected, and at the drain terminal output is measured. Okay, so this is second configuration. Next we have obviously the last one, that is common drain configuration. Now here drain terminal acts as common terminal between input and the outputs. Okay, so therefore in this case input is connected to the gate terminal as in the circuit diagram. So Vi is the input connected to gate. So the drain is grounded, and the remaining terminal is a source. Okay, so at the source terminal we are connecting the load resistor RL across which V0 will be measured. Okay, so therefore the input is applied between gate and the drain, and the output is measured between drain and the source terminal. Okay, so these are the three basic configurations with respect to MOSFET amplifiers. Now coming to this characterizing amplifiers topic. Okay, so here an entire amplifier, okay, so its parameters are considered, and here we consider how to characterize the performance of an amplifier, so as a circuit building block. Okay, so in order to further understand what are the important parameters are there which are going to characterize the amplifier, so here we have in figure a functional block of the amplifier. So now just observe the figure A or the circuit A. Now here we observe some of the terms, like there is a signal source V signal, and then there is a resistor R signal. Okay, so coming to this part, okay, so V signal and R signal, they represent the signal source, where V signal is a signal amplitude and R signal represents the internal resistance of the signal source. Okay, so therefore always while analyzing the complete amplifier performance, okay, the internal resistance of the source will also be considered. Okay, so therefore R signal will come as a part of the circuit. Okay, so therefore V signal and R signal are part of the applied input signal. Now whatever the amplifier symbol is visible here in the blue shade, okay, now that is the amplifier proper. Here we are using the word amplifier proper. Okay, so amplifier proper means the terminals or the characteristics or the parameters which are restricted to only the amplifier, and they don't depend on any other external parameters. Okay, so they are called as the amplifier proper. Now here in the circuit diagram you can see that there is a Vi, small v with a suffix small I. Okay, so this Vi represents a part of the V signal or a portion of the V signal that appears at the input of the amplifier proper. Okay, it is not that in the amplifier whatever V signal is applied that completely appears. It may appear under certain conditions. What are those and all we will explore in the later sections. But at the amplifier proper, okay, so after passing the terminal, the input terminal, okay, what is that proportion of the signal that appears as an input to the amplifier? So that is measured, or that is identified by the notation Vi, because these are the terms we are repeatedly using throughout the module. So we should be clearly knowing the difference between V signal and Vi. So V signal is nothing but the applied signal. So it's a open circuit voltage. Its name is open circuit voltage. Okay, and it is the signal, the magnitude of the signal given by the source. Okay, but the source, it is also having the internal resistance R signal. So therefore what is that proportion of the signal that actually enters into the amplifier? That is measured or indicated by Vi. Okay, so therefore II is the input current to the amplifier, I naught is the output current. And next what we have is a RL. RL, it is nothing but it is a actual load resistance, or it can also be input resistance of the succeeding amplifier stage in case of cascaded amplifiers. Okay, now if you consider a single amplifier, RL is a load resistance, but if you consider cascaded amplifiers, then the RL may also represent the input resistance of the succeeding stages also. Okay, so therefore V signal, R signal, Vi, RL are the important terminals that we have to know at this stage. Okay, so because these are the main parameters that we are going to, that are going to characterize the amplifier performance. Okay, so now in figure B we are writing an equivalent circuit for the circuit shown in figure A. Okay, because in figure A you just observe we have only the amplifier symbol, that's all, but now that symbol is now replaced by its details, because we have to further analyze or characterize the amplifier. Okay, so therefore now the symbol is no more useful, so we need to explore the amplifier in detail. So therefore now we have to write equivalent circuit model. So therefore in figure B we have an equivalent circuit representation of figure A. So now you just observe this particular circuit diagram. So V signal, R signal are as it is. There is no change. Even at the output side, RL is also there. RL is also there. So what is the change that we observe in this circuit diagram is whatever the previous amplifier symbol was there, now that is replaced by one resistance R in, and there is a controlled source AV naught into Vi, and also there is one more resistor has come, that is R naught. So therefore now we have some new terms here, that is R in, R naught, as well as AV naught into Vi. That is one term. It is a voltage source. It is a controlled voltage which is appearing along with R naught at the output terminal of the amplifier. At the input terminal of the amplifier, what we have is V signal, R signal, input current entering the amplifier, and then R in, input resistance. Okay, so therefore now this input resistance R in, okay, so it is the one which is going to represent the loading effect of the amplifier input on the signal source. Okay, so what is R in? R in represents the loading effect of the amplifier input on the signal source. So this is considered as the very first characterizing parameter. Okay, so now R in is defined as, so Vi by Ii. So Vi is also there in the circuit diagram, and Ii is also shown in the circuit diagram. So therefore this resistance R in, input resistance R in, equal to Vi by Ii. What is Vi? Vi is nothing but it is a portion of V signal now. It is a portion of V signal. Okay. Then what is Vi now? How much amount of V signal is coupled to the amplifier input? That is also given, where Vi is nothing but Rin divided by Rin plus R signal into V signal. It is just similar to our potential divider equation. Okay, so therefore now you can understand what is the role of this input resistance Rin. Okay, so Rn is a 1. Okay, as it is appearing in the denominator, if its value is very high, then what happens? It will get multiplied with the V signal, in the sense it is going to cut down the signal that is going to appear at the input signal. Okay, so therefore uh, we simply express the input resistance Rin as a ratio of Vi by Ii. But what is the definition of Vi? In the previous slide, we have stated that Vi is nothing but the portion of the V signal that appears at the input. What is that portion? It is equal to Rin by Rin plus R signal into V signal, Okay, so therefore some proportion, the meaning of the proportion is given by this resistor ratio. Okay, so it is just like a scaling of the V signal. If its value is 1, for example, assume that the ratio of this Rin by Rin plus R signal value is 1, then Vi is equal to V signal. That is, whatever we apply V signal, that complete signal is going to appear at the input signal. But if it is not so, okay, so we have Rin as well as RSIG signal in case of practical amplifier circuits. So therefore, obviously, we have to write the signal Vi. Okay, so Vi is some scaled value of V signal. Okay, that is what is the first characterizing parameter. Now, the second parameter characterizing the amplifier performance. Okay, so amplifier performance is open circuit voltage gain. Okay, now in the previous topics or previous modules and all, we have heard this word voltage gain. So voltage gain is equal to output voltage by input voltage. Okay, so now we are going to define open circuit voltage gain, AV naught. Its notation is AV naught. Okay, or AVO also. Okay, so its definition is AVO equal to V naught by Vi. V naught by Vi. Okay, where is this V naught now in the circuit diagram? V naught is measured across the load resistor RL. Okay, so therefore, here the condition is there. Okay, in order to say that our voltage gain is a open circuit voltage gain, RL is equal to infinite. Okay, so assume that RL is almost it is disconnected only. Okay, so RL is having an infinite value. It means that infinite means RL is that part is a open circuited only. Okay, so therefore whenever that condition is there on the RL, okay, then what is the gain that we are going to measure from this circuit? That gain is known as open circuit voltage gain. Okay, so AV naught equal to V naught by VI with the condition that RL value is equal to infinity, or it is a open circuit voltage gain. That's why the name open circuit voltage gain. This is the second important parameter characterizing the amplifier performance. Therefore, what is its definition and all we will see now. Okay, so now the third important parameter is the output resistance R naught. Okay, so what is this R naught? We have written again one more equivalent circuit to define R naught. So as seen from the circuit C, okay, you have to first observe this. So first of all, VSIG is short circuited. Because VSIG is short circuited, VI is also equal to 0. Then coming to the output terminal, okay, so here we have some voltage Vx, and we are looking, okay, back into the amplifier. Okay, so that's why R naught is defined as the resistance looking back into the amplifier with Vi is equal to 0. So therefore, the definition of R naught will be equal to Vx divided by Ix. Okay, so R naught is the resistance which is observed or which is available by looking back into the amplifier by setting that Vi equal to 0. Okay, so therefore we have a general definition for R naught is Vx by Ix. So where Vx is the voltage appearing at the output terminal, Ix is the current at the output terminal. Now the controlled source. Now in the previous equivalent circuit models, just observe in this, we have written AV naught into Vi. So this AV naught into Vi, it represents a dependent voltage source, or it is a controlled voltage source, because AV naught into Vi value, it depends on the Vi, depends on Vi. Okay, so therefore now coming to this section, the controlled source AV naught into Vi as well as R naught. What is R naught? Output resistance, and just we have defined it where it is available. Okay, these two parameters, they actually represent what? The Thevenin's equivalent of the amplifier output circuit. Okay, so because AV naught into Vi and R naught, these two are the controlled voltage source and the resistance which are appearing at the output part of the amplifier circuits. Okay, so therefore the output voltage is now defined as V naught equal to RL by RL plus R naught into AV naught into Vi. Okay, so this is the general definitions for the output voltage. Okay, because why this RL term comes here? Because RL is a load resistance. RL is a load resistance. Okay, so therefore by considering R naught as well as RL, the output voltage V naught is RL by RL plus R naught into AV naught into Vi. Okay, this is also like a voltage divider only. You just observe this circuit diagram. Okay, so now actually that equation is taken from the output part of this circuit as shown in figure B. Okay, so here you just consider R naught RL, and what is the voltage source? We have control source AV naught into Vi. So therefore at the output node, we can write V naught equal to RL by RL plus R naught times of AV naught into Vi. It's a voltage divider equation. Okay, so therefore now in this equation I'll take Vi on the LHS. So V naught by Vi equal to RL by RL plus R naught into AV naught. This V naught by Vi, it is actually what it is. It is the ratio of output voltage to input voltage, which is nothing but gain of the amplifier. Okay, now it is not AV naught. That is what is the difference. Okay, what is AV naught? AV naught is the gain by considering RL equal to infinity. Okay, but when we consider a finite value for the load resistance RL, then we are defining the parameter AV, which is simply called as voltage gain of the amplifier proper. Amplifier proper. Okay, amplifier proper in the sense it is this ratio is concerned with only amplifier input, amplifier output terminal. That's all. Okay, so therefore AV equal to V naught by Vi. That is equal to now AV naught times of RL by RL plus R naught. Equation 4. Because these are all the important relations concerned with an amplifier. Now still we have one more voltage gain. What is that? Overall voltage gain, which is indicated by the notation GV. Overall voltage gain. Now so far we have seen three voltage gains. One is open circuit voltage gain AV naught. What is its definition? Open circuit voltage gain AV naught equal to V naught by Vi under the condition RL equal to infinity. The other one is voltage gain of the amplifier proper, that is it is simply AV, that is equal to V naught by Vi. Okay, so it is available as the voltage division which is given by the resistors RL and R naught. Next what we have, third one is overall voltage gain. Okay, now the previous AV is called as what? It's the voltage gain of the amplifier proper. Okay, why it is amplifier proper? Because it is the ratio taken between V0 and Vi. That is important. What is Vi? Vi is nothing but it is a part of V signal that appears at the input terminal of the amplifier. That's all. Okay, it may not be equal to signal voltage. Okay, it is only a part of the signal voltage. Okay, but instead of Vi, if you consider the applied signal, V signal itself, in order to compute the voltage gain, then that parameter is called as overall voltage gain. So you can see now overall voltage gain GV is defined as V naught by V signal. V naught by V signal. So therefore, where is this V signal? Just go through this. See, if you are taking the ratio of V naught by Vi, just observe the circuit shown in figure B. If it is the ratio of V naught by Vi, it is the AV, that is voltage gain of the amplifier proper. Whereas if you are taking the ratio of V naught to V signal, okay, then it is called as overall voltage gain of the amplifier. So when we say overall, then we need to consider the applied input signal to the amplifier, that is VSIG or V signal. So therefore, coming back to this definition, so we have GV equal to V naught by V signal. But here we will make some more substitutions, okay, because we know what is V naught. So V naught is nothing but RL divided by RL plus R naught into AV naught into VI. So this definition comes from that voltage divider or Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay, Thevenin's equivalent circuit at the amplifier output. So because of that, we are able to write what is V naught. And also we know that what is this Vi. Okay, in the definition of V naught, there is a term called Vi. But what is Vi in terms of the resistors and all? Vi is equal to again Rin divided by Rin, that is input resistance, plus R signal, that is internal resistance of the signal source into V signal. Okay, so therefore now we will write a complete expression for the overall voltage gain. Okay, so by including all the available parameters. So therefore, by substituting V naught as well as for Vi, now it is possible to write what is this GV. Okay, so therefore GV is nothing but it includes resistance, input resistance Rin. It also includes signal source resistance R signal. It includes load resistance RL, as well as it includes output resistance R naught. Okay, so therefore GV is the ratio of Rin by R in plus R signal into RL by RL plus R naught times of AV naught. AV naught. Okay, so therefore equation 5 gives the definition for the overall voltage gain of the amplifier block. Okay, so therefore based on these definitions in a given problem, okay, it's possible to calculate simple voltage gain V naught by Vi, or we may also calculate the overall voltage gain Gv. Okay, so therefore here we have some important definitions corresponding to this amplifier functional block. Okay, so this is what is our reference circuit, which shows all the related parameters like V signal, R signal, as well as Vi, V naught, input current, output current, as well as load resistance. Okay, so here we have some set of definitions. Okay, like input resistance with no load. Whenever we say with no load, RL is infinity. Similarly, there is a input resistance. Okay, so like this, there is a open circuit voltage gain, then voltage gain. Similarly, we have the current gains, as well as the transconductor definitions, as well as output resistance. So overall voltage gain. Okay, so this is a list of some more related parameters with this particular circuit. So as and when our topics proceed, we will make use of all these relations. So this is an equivalent circuit. Even in further sections, okay, so wherever it's possible, whenever we are writing equivalent circuit models, we will be using all these relationships in the uh, amplifier circuits. So this is for our reference, that is basic definition and the various relationships for the amplifier block. Okay, so therefore in this session we have defined the basic definitions like voltage gain, as well as the input resistance and the overall voltage gain of the amplifier, as well as we have initially seen what are the different configurations available in case of MOSFET amplifier circuits. Okay, so therefore in the next session we will see uh, these configurations in detail. Okay? Thank you.